Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Ailey and today's video, you can probably see that I have no makeup on again. This is becoming a bit of a theme and don't mind, I don't know what's going on up here. I'm still waiting on my dye arriving. If you're from the UK and you order from Arctic Fox, give it a minute for shipping because it takes a while. Anyway, we're going to ignore that, and today I'm going to be playing with the new Revolution Pro products. Now I've only got a couple of them. If they work out well, I might get more in the future. So today I got, anyway, the Revolution Pro foundation drops, and they look like this. So these are, or this is even, in a little bottle like this. Basically it's a little dropper style foundation, and I got mine in the shade F6. I'm pretty sure I got F7 in the stick foundation and it was a little bit dark for me, so I went for F6, and this one does look like a much better shade. I decided to pair that up with the Revolution Pro Full Cover Camouflage Concealer, and I got that in C6 as well, because in the description for this on the website it says that this is a good camouflage concealer, as it's called. Basically it'll cover up dark spots, it'll cover up blemishes and things like that, and my skin's going crazy just now, so we're really going to be able to put that to the test. So I got that in a matching shade so that they would go together. And then this really intrigued me because I know that a lot of companies are coming out with these. This is the Revolution Pro, and I keep saying that, it's all Revolution Pro, but it's the eyebrow cushion, and this one is in dark brown. And I think it's Iconic London that started these. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the first one that I ever saw, and it's just in the same little kind of compact. But yeah, these are the three products that I'm going to try today. So I suppose we should just get started. Okay, that's a little bit better. So I've primed my face and I am going to apply it with my beauty blender just because I know that's my preferred method of application. Do you know, being Scottish, it's really hard to try and like pronounce things on the internet. My accent on here is probably quite different from what it is in real life because I do speak quite fast. I mumble my words so much, and yeah, trying to like pronounce things, I always think that I sound way more posh than I actually am. Not that I sound posh. The foundation drops, I've just pulled it up on the website, and basically this is what it claims to do. It says create a silky, breathable base with Revolution Pro foundation drops in 18 skin true shades. So 18 shades, that's pretty decent. I mean, it's not 40 by any means, but it's 18. This ultra lightweight water-based formula creates an undetectable finish on all skin tones. Use a few drops for a sheer wash of colour or layer up to build a natural medium looking coverage. Apply with Revolution Pro liquid drop foundation brush or for an even finish. And I don't have the foundation brush, and as you know if you've watched my channel in the past, I don't like foundation brushes. The shade range real quick. I have yellow undertones. I don't know if you can actually see, but if you look at me with no makeup on, I have for a wee while when I was editing my videos, I was like, have I got something going on with my liver? Because I have really sort of a lot of yellowness around my eyes. So I have sort of like a neutral to yellowish undertone, and it seems to me that they've got here beige undertones, peach undertones, yellow undertones, pink undertones. You know, there's lots of different undertones going on there. The price on it is £7, so it's not bad. I mean, there's not a massive amount in this. There's 18 millilitres, which is 0.63 fluid ounces. So yeah, let's give it a go. So it's quite a liquidy formula, as you can see. It's running down the back of my hand there. I do like a liquidy formula foundation. Okay, so that is one layer over one half of my face. Basically, I think that was about 10 drops because I do usually always have to use extra on my neck because I need the coverage there. I get hormonal breakouts along my neck, and that's just something that I have to deal with. So annoying. So it's got a really sort of luminous finish to it, I would say. It's a pretty good shade match for me anyway, and yeah, I mean the finish is really nice. It doesn't, I wouldn't say it's undetectable, but it is quite a nice finish. Okay, so there was obviously a little bit left in my beauty blender because I didn't actually use everything that was in the back of my hand there, and I do really like the coverage on this side. This side of my face isn't really as broken out as this side of my face, so that does give you an idea of what it would look like sort of if you're only really focusing on covering redness and even in your skin tone. I look wild just now because I don't really take my foundation up underneath my eyes because I save that for concealer. But yeah, I mean, it's got a sort of, I mean, I look a bit dead right now because of the way my eyes are sort of like peeking through. But no, I actually do like the finish of this foundation. I do have a little bit left, so what I'll maybe do is just go around some areas that I wouldn't mind a little bit of extra coverage. Okay, so it builds up nicely. I mean, it's not perfect. I wouldn't say it gives a flawless finish, but I mean, can you see that sort of like glowy dewiness it's got to it? I really like it. Okay, we're gonna go on to concealer now. Oh, now I need to find a brush. So yeah, so this, let's see what it says about it. Is in all the matching shades to the foundation. It says conceals what you want to hide, blends seamlessly into what you don't. Ultra pigmented and 18 skin true shades. Revolution Pro full coverage camouflage pro. Wow, Revolution Pro Full Cover Camouflage Concealer creates, they've just made this like a total tongue twister. It creates a lasting maximum coverage for all skin tones. You use a small synthetic brush to pinpoint, conceal blemishes, scars, birthmarks, veins, and temporarily disguised tattoos. Non-transferable and long wearing. Set with a powder for an even longer lasting finish. So there's quite bold claims with this one. It says that it won't transfer. You can disguise tattoos. It does look a little bit darker, a little bit warmer, but I suppose we'll just see. So that is it there. As you can see, it is reasonably liquid. I mean, if I held my hand here for a little while, it might start to run, but it's sort of sitting and staying in place. It doesn't look too heavy though. It might actually be a hair too light, but it might dry down darker, so I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Basically what I do is I take a little, this is a tiny little lip brush from Morphe actually, the MB19, and what you'll do is, I mean, I will get the tiniest little bit on my brush, and basically it's really annoying because they're over here and I can't really see them, but I will get a little bit of the product and dot it on like that, then take off the excess in the back of my hand and just feather the product ever so gently. Usually I am trying to like feather it around about where I want the most pigment to be. Sometimes that's a little bit difficult though. So on, take it off, and then I mean, it's definitely more disguised, but I wouldn't say it's gone. So I think if you were going to get rid of tattoos with this, you really would have to layer it, you know, up. And I mean, on my face, I don't really like layering and layering and layering because I have dry skin, and when I layer and layer, it becomes cakey very quickly. So what I'm going to do, actually, I have Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. So what I'm going to do just now, I'm actually going to do this off camera because I want to compare this with the Tarte Shape Tape, so I will do that off camera and then I will come back. Yeah, I will be right back. Okay, so I have concealed underneath my eyes. I have used two different types of concealer. I compared the Tarte Shape Tape to the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. If you want to see that video, I'll link it somewhere for you. If it's not up yet, subscribe and you'll be notified when it's up. But can you guess which one's which? Is this one the Tarte? Is this one the Tarte? I don't know. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. So yeah, if you want to see a comparison between these two, then you will see it in the next couple of days. But my concealer is done. I'm going to carry on and do the rest of my routine. I'm going to cream contour and stuff like that because that's what I've been absolutely loving doing lately. And then once I've done that, I'll come back and we'll do eyebrows. So it's eyebrow time. Normally I do my eyebrows off camera because it's so footy and it takes me ages, but because we're trying an eyebrow product, I guess we'll be doing it. Because I haven't found a really good brush that I like to use for my eyebrows because my eyebrows, as you can see, are reasonably thin and they are very sparse. So anything I do to them shows up quite a lot. So I haven't really found a brush that I like, but I do use my Benefit Ka-Brow pretty much all the time, and I do like the little brush it comes with. I just don't like the fact that it's tiny. So we're going to use that today. But the one thing I would say about this is it doesn't feel like it's loaded with that much product. I don't know if that's intentional. Maybe it's because mine wasn't sealed quite right, because it didn't really feel sealed quite right, but that is it right there. So if I do that, you can see that it is kind of a pretty reasonable shade. It applies quite nice, but the true test is the eyebrows. So let's see what we're dealing with here. I do like how it's sort of buildable. If you're wondering why I've abandoned this eyebrow, it's because I tend to do like a little bit of that one and then a little bit of this one, because I like them, you know, I find it easier to match them that way. It doesn't feel too wet. It feels almost like it turns into a powder. It doesn't go on too heavy. Like, the one thing I would say about the Ka-Brow is it does feel very heavy because it's a pomade. It's pretty easy to apply as well. I really like the shade. So if you're anywhere close to like my shade, dark brown would be perfect for you. The swatches on the website are rubbish. They are really, really not good. But yeah, no, I quite like the shade. I mean, it does look very sort of green on my hand, but I think that that just cancels out all the warmth in it. Because if you know, with your colour charts, green will oppose red. So I actually think that, I mean, there's a lot of things that I've used on my eyebrows, including the Ka-Brow, that comes off very warm. And this doesn't. I mean, it might, I don't know what it looks like on camera yet, but it definitely in real life doesn't. I mean, I don't know how waterproof it is. It's probably not waterproof, but let's have a wee look on the website and see what the claims are. Okay, so this is £5. We have 8 shades, and what it says is, create lasting brows with Revolution Pro Eyebrow Cushion. The innovative cushion dispenser coats the tip of your brush and product for precise and ultra-defined brows. The richly pigmented formula creates hair-like strokes while being smudge-proof and budge-proof for brows that last all day, in 8 shades to perfectly match every hair colour. I have to say, I really do like their shade match, because this, I would put myself as dark brown, if not like black hair, but this is a really good shade match, because when I put black in my brows, it's always just a little bit too blocky, sharpy looking for me. This is just like the perfect sort of brow shade for me. They're cruelty-free and vegan, which I absolutely love. In this you get 2.2 grams. I don't know if that's including the weight of the cushion, or 0.07 ounces. I mean, does that? If you really rub it, it does start to fade a little bit, but I mean, that's not bad. It smudges a little bit. I'm putting quite a lot of pressure on this. You can see it smudges a little bit. I mean, it does transfer a little. That kind of smudged out my brow a little bit. I would say it's maybe not as budge proof as they're making it out, but I will reserve judgment. I'll see later. My eyebrows are always a total mess by the end of the day. I'm going to finish up the rest of my makeup. I'm just going to like stick on a little bit of eye makeup or whatever, because as I say, I'm not going anywhere anyway, and I'm not filming another video today, but I will come back in 2 seconds and let you know my final thoughts. Okay, so that is the rest of my makeup done. Like, everything is now done. I just kind of went for a sort of deep brown smoky eye, because I figured out there's a lot of blending involved, and if anything's going to disturb my eyebrows, that's going to be it. I wouldn't say it's disturbed them much. I mean, this one I did rub, so that one's a little bit disturbed, but to be honest with you, see, every time I do my eyebrows in real life, or like just every time I do my eyebrows, but then when I come to edit my videos, I'm like, there's a bald spot, there's another bald spot, and it really infuriates me. Here I can see like a couple of little bits, but they're not kind of in my face, so I do like this. I mean, it's kind of, my eyebrows don't feel as heavy as they normally do, if that makes any sense. I absolutely love the colour match on it. I think it's amazing. So, overall thoughts. I like all of the products. I have to say, I don't know, I'll maybe have to look back when I'm editing this to see the footage, to see. In real life, I don't like my makeup to look like a mask. I never have. I probably never will. But I mean, blending over this blemish, this massive big blemish here, with my blush and stuff like that, has kind of uncovered it again. but the stuff on this side here, on my chin, and I mean I have highlighted my chin, and around here's not too bad. As I say, I cream contoured in that here as well, so a lot of these things sort of kind of come into play. I would say if you're going to use the concealer for blemishes, don't use a sort of cream product over the top, because you're going to have to blend it and it will wipe it away. This side of my face that hasn't got like a massive amount that I really needed to cover, I really, really like. I think it looks really natural. No, natural, you know what I mean. I think it looks really soft, it looks really nice. No, I mean it's not completely sunk into my lines on my forehead, but I like how everything blended over the top. I think it went on really nicely. If I look around my nose, and this is the true test normally, I'm really quite happy with it. It took a wee bit to sort of blend it around my nose. Where's my brush? Because with a beauty blender, sometimes, like especially, I have quite a kind of deep crease down here on my nose, so I can't always get in at it and it does my head in. I use a little brush like this. This is just, it's an eyeshadow brush, but it's a wee dual fibre one, so I just sort of feather it in with that. It's quite handy for getting up really close to your lash line with your concealer as well. I like how it kind of went on around my nose, and I like how it's sitting around my nose. Whether or not it stays that way, I don't know, but if I have managed to get back on camera, I'll insert it here. Hey guys, so it's about 11:45 at night now, and what time did I put this on at? I think it was about 5 o'clock. I can't really remember. It's been on for about 7 hours, 6 or 7 hours. So I thought that I would just jump up here. I'm just about to go and wash my face because I'm going to get ready and go to bed. So it's not too bad. I mean, it could be better. It has started to sort of separate in this area. It's kind of gone a little bit cakey on my chin. Up here, it's all it's starting to break down really. But from a distance, maybe with you looking at me like this distance, it looks kind of decent. You know, it's not immediately noticeable that it's kind of starting to get a little bit past its prime. But I can see, I mean, I lean on my chin all the time, or my face even. I actually lay down to watch TV earlier and I was leaning on this side of my face on my cover, and to be honest, it actually looks better than this side. That's totally weird. You can probably see sort of around here. It's just, yeah, it's starting to break down. That's the only way I can word it. If I was out and about, I wouldn't be too worried about it, but I don't think I would wear it any longer than now. It doesn't feel uncomfortable or anything like that. For the price, I mean, I wouldn't pay £50 for it or something like that, but for the price I think it's a pretty decent foundation. I will continue to use it, and if you see it pop up in a later video, you'll know that I like it. But yeah, that's pretty much how we're doing, and I am now going to go and wash my face and get to bed, so I'll see you later. So yeah, I think that is pretty much it. What do you think? Leave your comments in the comment section below and let me know what you thought of it. Do you think it looks really nice? Do you think you'd like to go out and try it? So I think I will wrap up this video. If you did enjoy it, I would love if you would give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I do post videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, so hopefully I will see you in the next one.